I'm Rob, welcome to Reframe. If we've never collaborated before with anyone, we have to overcome some foundational fears. Singing in front of others? No thanks. Intimacy? Vulnerability? No. I can't be vulnerable in front of someone I just met. So let's write a song about a pony.
There are 6 things that I think make collaboration successful, and I'm going to tell you about them in this video. Defining success.
Success in a collab session is finishing the song. It's having fun with your friends. It's having a positive experience. It's feeling like you've had your say. It's feeling respected. It's walking away with the feeling that you've been able to be yourself. You've been able to be open.
So here are the 6 principles to be aware of.
To make your collaborations a little easier.
Our language dictates whether or not the interaction is open or closed.
We want open language. We want inviting language. Inviting language sounds like yes and. We could do this. Or building on the idea that the other person has suggested.
When collaborators use open and positive language, it'll feel like your idea's been heard. Your idea will be respected, considered, explored. And then if it's not the right idea, it'll be adapted and built upon.
Remove your attachment to the outcome. Attachment to the outcome implies that you're imparting expectation on something. Attachment to the outcome takes away from the process. So you have a standard that you want to meet, and if it isn't meeting that during the process,
you'll either get discouraged and quit, or have perfectionism and get stuck on one path.
To detach this expectation of a good outcome, it's best to have a bit of a sense of humor, to laugh about what you're making. Make it funny. Even be grateful that you're able to be with your friends creating in that moment. It detaches your ego and makes the experience special instead of the outcome. Honesty and communication. The goal isn't to rock the boat when you're being honest. The goal is for you to tell someone your truth so that they feel empowered to tell you their truth. And then you're more likely to get to a truthful place within the art. The song usually turns out better than if people aren't honest. When you feel you're not completely connected to an idea that's suggested, provide some form of logic if you have it, and be open with the communication of that. If everyone has the mindset of we're serving the song is the God, then everyone knows that your honesty is from your heart, not from your ego. Being aware of momentum. If everyone's aligned with the idea that we need to push forward when we get stuck, then the song is more likely to get done. It's not really worth working on one line for half an hour because one word didn't rhyme properly or one word didn't feel quite right. It's probably a better approach to notice when you're spending a solid 5-10 minutes on something very small and then suggest to the group, hey, we've kind of been on this for a little bit. How about we try and move forward and maybe that part will reveal itself later. And usually it does. The song will tell us what it needs if we progress it forward. That one word that you couldn't find, you'll sing it the next day and the word will be so obvious. You'll be like, how did we not think of that? Well, it's because we hadn't finished the full context of where that word lives. So revealing that context can tell us exactly what that word needs to be. Watch my video about momentum below. Roles. What are you good at? And what are they good at? If you're a really great guitar player, but you don't quite have the vocal technique needed to create cool melodies vocally, when you collaborate with someone and maybe they have that vocal technique and they can play guitar a little bit, but not as efficiently, it would be extremely logical for you to play the guitar and decide on maybe some chord suggestions, some chord voicings that sound really inspiring, so that the singer can then improvise some melodies and express themselves in their most full way over what you're doing. So the roles that you've selected play to each other's strengths really effectively. And then you can work on the lyrics together. It can be good to even discuss that. Hey, what do you think my strengths are? And they might tell you something you didn't know.
Vulnerability.
It doesn't matter if they sing out of tune. They're expressing themselves. It doesn't matter if I sing out of tune. I'm expressing myself. And we're free to do that. It shows vulnerability. Being able to be vulnerable in front of someone means that there's potential for a deeper connection. If there's a genuine deeper connection, then there's truth. And within our songs and our art, we're looking for the truth.
Here's a summary of the 6 principles that will help you nail your next collaboration. Using open language to build upon other people's ideas. Removing attachment to outcome to stop expectations and perfectionism. Being honest and communicating your ideas effectively. Being aware of when you become stuck and favoring momentum to get the job done. Establishing roles that play to your strengths. And allowing vulnerability to deepen your connection and lead to greater truth.
I encourage you to download my free Notion template for songwriters below, and you can collaborate with that. You can share the same song file with all of the collaborators, so you can contribute to it at the same time on your device. So it's kind of handy for that. Feel free to download it. It's in the link below. Thanks for watching this episode of Reframe on collaboration. I'm Rob. Bye for now.